This episode,
On this episode
of Nugents of Truth, so we're gonna go over actually planning to plant the plants in the pot.
and make them germinate.
That's the plan.
So, let's jump into it.
Fairy Morris, this is something we just bought. It looks really, really nice. They come in 6, and you can actually break them up. So, cool thing about that, when you get ready to actually flip them out of the cup, when you get in the field, you can actually break them apart, flip them. And I've got a little flat patented flip that you hold them like this and flip them, and we'll show you that when we get into actually planting. All right, so let me explain what's in the bucket. I've read some books that the Amish use. So the Amish actually sprinkle ashes and stuff around their plants as a deterrent and a semi-fertilizer, I guess, but it's a deterrent for bugs. Another deterrent for bugs is coffee grounds. We drink a ton of coffee. Me and Kirsten drink coffee every morning. One of the guys that works for us, he comes by, he drinks with us. So we're drinking at least a pot a day, if not more. So I take those grounds and I actually put them in here, and I put it, now that I've got them all throughout here, I put it here. And I've been doing this for 3 years since we've been doing this, and we don't have any bug problems. I throw it throughout the whole garden, and now I'm saving it in the bucket that I'm going to actually take to the farm. And then we put the ashes in it, and then I actually started saving the eggshells because the eggshells are very nutritional for the soil and everything. Realistically, it's not going to be enough eggshells to really do a whole lot, but I mean, otherwise they're going in the trash, so why not? You stir them together. Every little bit helps. These are things that help, and they don't cost anything. You're buying eggs, you're getting the free reward of the shell too. So, works out. All right, so I'm going to put some of this. So we got some Miracle Grow and some topsoil. Every year I buy a few bags that are opened. These were open bags. I get them at 50% off, right? So I'm spending $5 instead of 10 or 14, $15. So why not? All right? It is the same thing, except the bag's open. What I do, I go to the next aisle over, I buy a thing of trash bags. I go out there, put that bag in my trash bag, boom, brand new bag. And do the bottom of the pan with that. And I'll get the topsoil. So I actually bought more topsoil. I bought 4 bags of topsoil and 2 bags of Miracle Grow. The reason I did that is as you can see, over the year it depletes. The topsoil depletes. So I'm putting the topsoil back in. I'm just going to mix these two together. Okay. Nothing too fancy. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to fill these up. That's probably about all the time we got. And then tomorrow we're actually going to put the seeds in it. Alright, there's nothing. As far as I know, there's nothing crazy about this. I just want to fill it up. You can also see that the soil goes by pretty quickly when you're using these big cups. So I'm using the big cups. We're basically gonna grow the things that need to be grown first before trying to plant things like watermelon, honeydews. Cucumbers will grow. We actually grow the cucumbers here without just putting the seeds in the ground.
Direct sow.
But when we're planting out in the big field like that, where it's a little harder where you can't keep an eye on them like you can in here every day. I like to go ahead and give them a little better start. So this is going to be 72 plants after we're done, which is probably going to be plenty of what we're trying to do. You may be wondering how I know how to do this. So my dad grew up on a farm in Louisiana, and it was a homestead. My grandpa was he was a cowboy, true light cowboy. It's what he did for a living. And then they had a 250 acre homestead that he sold 100 acres. My dad loved to do this. He loved it so much he actually became a biologist, and he was a school teacher and taught biology and physics and the whole thing. He's one of the he's the smartest man I've ever met. I've met a lot of pretty intelligent people, but he was the smartest. So on Saturday mornings, that's what we would do. We would go to the farm, and that's what I was doing. I was planting, toting a bucket of water around, watering all the plants, getting them started. Later on, as time went on, we got a four-wheeler, and the four-wheeler, we had a little trailer on the back, and I'd water them that way. It got a little more efficient. But, that's how I learned how to do all this, and I actually got really good at being able to chop the holes, grab the cup, flip it, put it in there, cover it up. The success rate was very high. I got very good at it. And then as time went on, of course, I went out, moved the state away, wanted to do something different because, when you're young and you're bored playing on a farm, you want to see more of the world. Well, I did that. Semi-successful. We have some businesses and things like that. But as time going on, I want to do something to get back to the roots. And with the health crisis and everything else that's going on in the world, I want to grow our own food. That's why we're doing this. I will share that my dad continued to farm even after he retired. He continued to farm. That was his passion. Unfortunately, he quit eating most of that food, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why he got leukemia, and he eventually passed 3 years from it. He was definitely a fighter. He did that. The last few years we've been talking about making this transition to go and growing our own food, and now we finally decided to do that. We've been able to move a house to the farm and be able to start doing that kind of thing, getting the house ready to where we can live there half the time and live here half the time. Long story short, this is the reason why we're doing this, and this is how I know how to do these things. Also, in today's time, if you don't know how to do this, you're looking at it right here. YouTube has not just us, but there's several people that are way better at it than we are, that are out there that can teach you the whole science behind it. And that's going to be able to show you how to do this. You can be self-sufficient. Even if you live in the city and you've got a tiny backyard, you can do raised beds. We have some cousins that actually live on the farm that do raised beds instead of row cropping now. And they make a ton of food, enough food to feed them all year. A family of 4. Be self-sustaining, and then the price of food isn't hitting you as hard because you're growing your own. The other cool thing is, you have to put some money up front, right? Once you grow your first year plants, some of them you cut the seeds out, you put the seeds in a bag, dry them out. Next year you put the seeds in, they come up, boom, you don't have to buy no more seeds, right? So you can keep using the same things over and over. It's a self-sustaining process. It is a lot of work. However, you're going to reap the reward of, 1, you don't have to buy near as much food, and 2, you know where it came from. It's not loaded with pesticides, herbicides. You're doing it all natural. These are the things that's going to cure your body of the illnesses that you have and keep your family healthy and safe. So I hope that y'all really enjoy this channel, because this is what we're aiming for. We're living it. 100% we're living it. And I'm going to give you all the knowledge that I know, all the knowledge that Kirsten researched, because she is the biggest researcher I've ever seen. We're going to research as much as we can. We're learning as we go. There's so much to learn the principles are still the same. People have been growing this since Adam and Eve. There was a garden, they grew their own food, and so forth ever since. Like, there's a lot of people that's grown that didn't have near the intelligence or the means that most people have in America today. So we'll use the technology that we have and the resources and some of the hidden, lost technology that is going to teach us how to be more proficient and make these things grow better.
What you think?
It smells good.
It does smell good.
It's that rosemary. All right, we're going to get a basil because I know that bad boy's going to grow. And which one looks like a solid? Nope, not that one. Not that one. This one. Yep, Italian parsley. Use a lot of both of these. We got plenty of rosemary. I might get a yellow bell pepper, depending. Isn't that one bell pepper you got? It's got like 4 different ones, right?
Yeah, so it has yellow, orange, red, and chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, that's the purple looking one.
Somebody gonna come by and pick that bad boy shortly. All right. Well, let's go inside and see what's what. This is zucchini right here. This is what we were putting in the ground earlier. These are pole beans. Carrots, turnip greens, radishes. I care about no radish. Sweet corn. We could plant that. Well, I kind of want to do that. I got to find a spot. Sugar bean. Looks like mustard. Purple top. Rutabaga. Lettuce. Turnips. Yep, we don't have any. All we got is these right here, baby.
Do you see anything on top?
Nope.
What about those? Is that the bigger ones?
Yep. All right, well, let's rock and roll. They're out of the ones that we wanted there, but this is a 25 pack. We'll get 2 of these.
Is it plastic or is it paper?
These are plastic.
Okay.
That'll be 50. I mean, that's
If not, they have the small, those guys. Whatever ones you want. Alright, so I made the seed order for Berlin Seeds, and I got 2 ounces of the Tokyo Long White onion. And I never ordered seeds before. Usually Brandon goes and picks out the seeds. Everything that I'm showing you now, Brandon said that we're planting in the ground directly. So we got jade green beans. They're bush varieties. We got some carrots, bush varieties. We got some carrots. Some lettuce, Nevada lettuce. Brandon says we don't have very good luck with lettuce, so we'll see how those go. We also got Patterson onions. Those are supposed to be good for storage. We got some broccoli. And we got some okra. And we got some okra. Next, for the herbs that I'm growing, we got some rosemary. Lots of dill. This packet is full of dill. Cilantro. Peppermint. Sage. Thyme. Echinacea, I believe is how you say that. Echinacea plants. Those are supposed to be really good for you. One of our favorites is basil. We got some Italian parsley. Some lavender. Calamine. Right. Chamomile. Oregano. So those are all my herbs that Brandon said that we just start direct sow into the ground.
some of these we're gonna plant some herbs at the farm, and then a lot of these are gonna be in this gutter. We're gonna plant at the house here.
Next we got pretty flowers. We got some snapdragons.
One of the women that Kirsten watches loves snapdragons, so we're gonna plant some snapdragons.
We got some eucalyptus. Not too sure how the eucalyptus is gonna go, but we'll see. Ranunculus. And 2 of these guys. So those are all the ones that we are going to direct sow into the ground, and we'll divvy those up between the farm and the house. We're going to start our tomatoes. What else? Cantaloupe, or not cantaloupes, watermelon.
We got squash, cucumbers, watermelons, a handful of watermelons, honeydews,
And then our tomatoes.
and tomatoes.
Okay.
Oh, and bell peppers.
Bell peppers.
And a
yes.
banana pepper.
A banana pepper.
And a muscadine.
So I love cherry tomatoes. I really do. I think they're just so fun to pick off the vine and just eat. My mom does really well with cherry tomatoes. So I wanted a fun mix of cherry tomatoes. This is the Bumblebee mix, and it's supposed to be just really colorful little cherry tomatoes. Next, we got buffalo beefsteak tomatoes. I really want to get into canning some tomatoes this year. Our daughter Selena, she breaks out every time she has ketchup or anything that involves ketchup and sauces on her face. So I wanted to start making some homemade ketchup. And then next we got some Rutgers tomatoes. So those are all our tomatoes. And then can you bring me a packet?
I guess it's squash.
Yep. We got the summer mix squash. We are big squash lovers.
Zucchinis.
And zucchinis. Green. I think they call it green squash and then yellow squash. There you go. Then we got some honeydews. Those are one of Brandon's favorites. And Brandon doesn't like watermelon, but I love watermelon. So we don't have a need to grow these giant watermelons because only I eat them. I can't eat a whole watermelon by the time it goes bad. So we got these mini love watermelons. So we'll see how those grow this year.
Yeah, we'll probably buy some Louisiana sweets and do those too.
Yes.
Because everybody loves those. Cucumbers. We're growing cucumbers.
Cucumber. It's the General Lee cucumbers. It has 500 seeds in them. We have really good luck with cucumbers, especially here at the house. They just go crazy.
Yeah, these are the ones from the house that I've got from last year. So I'm actually gonna plant these because I know they populate.
They do. This one has a 96% germination.
I don't know what they look like. I have to Google what they look like.
They're just long and uniform.
Okay. Yeah, this is some banana peppers from last year. I'm gonna put them in the ground. And we've got some red bell peppers that we had a lot of luck with. I'm gonna plant those. I'm big on anything I know that works. We work.
Oh, yeah.
And
then we
that's
also
sweet.
have sweet peppers.
And last but not least, muscadines. If you don't know what a muscadine is, it is the most delicious grape of all time. And it's a seeded grape. So it's actually healthy for you. We grow these on the farm. They've grown them since my grandfather and probably great-grandfather were there. They're about that big around. They are the most flavorful. Many people make wine or jelly. The jelly is fantastic. We eat the jelly pretty regular. At the moment, I'm trying to get it to where we can have a whole long row full of these and possibly do another run as well. We have some already planted at the farm, but it's not where we need it to be able to get consistently what we're trying to do. So
Yeah.
I ate a bunch of them last year off the vine that we had. I kept the seeds, and well, we're gonna make some more.
Yes.
That's the plan, at least. So, all right, well, we can go ahead and get started. What I normally do, Because I'm a big science guy, you know, the hardest way, poke a hole in them. Yep, now you're getting scientific with it. See how little these are? See how tiny? Pour them out in your
Cool.
hand. There's only 20. So put about 7 or 8 in that one.
Look how tiny. You want 7 or 8 in that one hole?
Yep.
Okay, well there's 4. 7.
There's 7.
Oh.
You want to put them in the hole.
Nailed it.
All right. Now we'll just do a line of them, and this will be whatever this is called, bumblebee mix.
These are the small cherry tomatoes.
You have to get the rest of them out.
Yeah.
4, 7.
You just want me to put cherry tomatoes on that?
Yeah. All right, there's 7. There. 7 there. So this is the other thing that I've done is, I've got the water hose going to the gutter garden. I like that's pretty good. And then I've got this where, the last few years, Kirsten likes to bring her house plants out here too to get some real sunlight. So I'll bring them out here and I'll water them a few days before bringing them back in. They really like that. It perks them up. Uh, so anything I'm growing like this, I bring outside. We water them. They get enough light now during the day that they should start taking off shortly. The sad reality is it's 80 degrees over here and we're just in February. So what I do every morning is I come out, I dump the coffee grinds in here. The only thing good about the coffee grinds is it's a natural pesticide, right? It's gonna deter bugs and worms and things like that from getting into our precious plants that we're trying to plant. So I dump that in here. And then, like I said, I actually have a bucket full of it with ashes and everything else that I'm going to be using at the farm. And I'm just going to, when we put it in the ground, I'm going to sprinkle this around the plants. And that'll give them a little head start where there's nothing really messing with them. Now, when it rains, it's gone. It's kind of a closed system where the stuff will stay here. It's pretty good. We haven't had any issues with worms or anything like this in this gutter since I've been doing that.
Besides, like the good worms.
Yeah. Well, I put a lot of earthworms in here.
Oh.
So, fun fact, I actually borrow a lot of this soil for different stuff, as you can see. So now I'm putting some back. That's why I bought 6 bags of this stuff. Is I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm due to erosion and everything on the other side. I'm gonna fill it back up. So I kind of do this every year, fill it back up. If we lose, as much rain as we get here, you're gonna lose it. Good thing is that I still have a couple of uncles that still dabble in it. So I ask them questions and stuff like that. Put that basil right here, right under this spot. This is also where that piece of copper goes, where it's catching air or catching electricity, or the charged air from out here. Like I said, it won't be long. You'll see why this basil just grows incredibly well right here. So yeah. Kind of do this number here. Put your fingers around the plant so you don't get hurt. And drop it like that. And set it in ever so gently like. And then give it a lot of love, like you tucking in your baby. Like comme ça. Okay, away. Same thing. See how they put some stuff in here. It's supposed to help mineral wise and stuff, these little green things. Okay, same scenario. Give it a little love. Surround it on all sides. tuck it in nice and neat. So you give it a little, right?
Little squeeze. Is that what you're doing? You're squeezing it.
All right, you're squeezing it so you see the gap on the outside already.
Hold on. Show me again.
Now you see it's got a gap. Can you
Yep.
see the gap? All right. Put it between your fingers. Give it a little flip. Don't feel bad if you can't get the flip down. I've got at least 20 years of experience on the flip. My dad made me plant all of them. That was my job. He would run the hoe, meaning that he would dig the holes, and then I would go by the tray and I'd flip, pop, cover it up. My success rate was very high. So I think that's it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and water this, and then I guess tomorrow we can come out here and I'll throw some more dirt in here, and then we'll start focusing on getting everything rolling, getting it moving, shaking, and hopefully we have a lot of things take off pretty shortly, and we can start showing the progress of it actually coming up and seeding and everything. So I'm excited. I don't know if you're excited.
I am excited.
Yeah,
This is always the funnest part.
Yeah, I love watching it actually come up. I don't know, it's something about life, right? Watching something being born, whether it's a living, breathing mammal or if it's a plant. I mean, you've nursed that thing, you've watched it come to fruition. And so I love it, absolutely love it. So hopefully, shortly, this will be up. Middle of March, we're going to throw it in the ground, see what happens. So I guess we'll see y'all later, Gators.
Bye.
After a while, crocodile.